Welcome to Community Health Matters. I'm your host, Amy Marsalis. On today's show, we're going to learn about the Fourth Angel Mentoring Program, and we'll discuss the immunizations your child needs before going back to school. All of that coming up next on Community Health Matters. News Channel 5 Network, this is Community Health Matters, sponsored by the United Health Foundation. I am beyond thrilled to have our guests today, Daniel Hart and Scott Hamilton, to talk about Scott's journey, your mission, both of you together, how you've teamed together, and I assume most of you watching know who this guy is. He's everywhere. Scott Hamilton, Olympic figure skater, who now is sharing his journey of cancer and helping so many other patients along the way. You just have this gift that keeps giving and giving, Scott. It's amazing.
Well, it's called a unique hobby of collecting life-threatening illness.
Oh, darn, you stole my line. I was going to quote you.
Well, it's, you know, the more you do things, the more you understand it. And I've always been one of those where I lost my mother to cancer, and so when I was diagnosed 20 years later, it was, how do you do this? You know, I've always been coached, I've always been prepared, I've always been given what I've needed to be able to do battle, you know, when I needed to do it. But when you step into the cancer world, it's sort of a step in the dark, and you feel isolated, you feel, you know, you don't really have any gauge of how you're doing, you depend on other people to tell you instead of kind of understanding. So when I went through my cancer, I just sort of paid attention, and I saw what was going on in the cancer community and what wasn't, and I decided that I needed to begin something that could solve those issues of what was missing in the cancer community.
Bring us up to date, and Daniel Hart, we are going to be talking to you at length too about your care.
If I let you have a word in.
We promise you'll hear from Daniel too. Yeah. But Daniel, and your care everywhere, we'll bring you into this in just a second, but I also don't want to assume that people have seen you everywhere talking about your journey or maybe reading a book, but tell us, because we really are interested in your health and how you are right now. Would you share some of, because I know you've
vigilant.
Vigilant.
You know, that's the key, is vigilance. It's, if you get to something earlier, you know, the statistics are alarming. 1 in 2 men will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 3 women will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 4 will lose their battle of those. And then if you think about 90%, if detected early, of all cancers, they're treatable and you can go back to your life. So, you know, I have this hobby of collecting things, and so I had cancer in '97, a brain tumor in 2004, a brain tumor in 2010, and a brain tumor in 2017, and I'm just remaining vigilant, keeping an eye on things, understanding what my options are, and that's kind of where I really want to inspire patients and people that are you know, may have a family history of illness. Know what's going on with your body as best you can at all times, and then if something were to go left instead of right, you'll be able to deal with it earlier, better, faster, and your quality of life will be protected.
You're testament to that. So Daniel, tell us a little bit about your care everywhere and the circumstances under which the two of you met.
Sure. Well, first, thank you for having us today. It's an honor to be here with Scott. Your Care Everywhere is the new health and wellness content site that our company MedHost started in 2015. MedHost has been in the healthcare technology market here in Nashville for over 30 years. But the primary aim of Your Care Everywhere is really to create an innovative, compelling online tool for people to use as a healthcare home. We live in an industry where there's a lot of fragmentation of data, patient portals for a lot of different venues of care. We wanted to create a tool that basically allowed users to aggregate key information in one place. And really at the core of Your Care Everywhere is content, and we've got over 30,000 pieces of health and wellness content, writers, expert columnists, bloggers, et cetera, that help us craft meaningful and trusted and reliable information for the healthcare consumer today. And that's really our mission, is to make sure that we've got very fact-based, non-sensational information that one can use to inform their healthcare journey. We were lucky enough to meet Scott this spring when we did a feature within a new section of our site called I Give Beyond, which really honors and features healthcare heroes in our community. And we thought, what better person to highlight than Scott, given all of his accomplishments and what he's overcome and what he's giving back to the community today. So we were very fortunate to sit down and do a 2-hour interview with Scott, which turned into a 7-part video series. He was very generous with his time, and we were just honored to do it and glad to be able to promote what we know is important to him, which is his foundation.
And again, that dovetails right into the founding of the foundation, the Scott Hamilton Cares Foundation. I know that you also are involved and founded this Fourth Angel mentoring program, or work with Cleveland Clinic in that program.
Well, the CARES stands for the Cancer Alliance for Research, Education, Survivorship. Cancer is a really broad subject, you know, and there's a lot of different areas that really need attention. Research is where we're really focused now, but the alliance part of it has been really terrific, you know, and York Everywhere is a part of that alliance. So when you look at, you know, education, survivorship, when I was diagnosed, my goodness, you know, the internet was just like the biggest and best place you can get anything you want, and it's really great, and just go on and just type it in, and it's right. Well, what I got when I typed in testicular cancer was websites that were written for, you know, like medical students, physicians. There were 12-syllable words, sometimes 2 to a sentence in this paper, and I was like, this doesn't help me at all.
Intimidating,
so
scary.
There's a lot of people out there like me that really are hungry for the information. Let me know what I'm up against, and then the information is comfort, the information is power, and I'm better like prepared for what's in front of me. Nothing like that existed. So I realized in the education survivorship piece, there were really amazing opportunities to create content, create community, and create portals for people to really be able to get what they needed. Chemocare.com was a huge undertaking. That's a one-stop shop for anything you need about chemotherapy, how it's administered, the drugs. Every single chemotherapy drug is listed, and in 8th grade English and Spanish. But you know, the main one was I felt totally alone, totally isolated, and I was flying blind. And so I realized that everyone going through cancer like me probably felt that way. So I created, with the Cleveland Clinic, the Fourth Angel mentoring program. And the idea behind it is your first angel is your oncologist, your second angel is your oncology nurse, your third angel is your friends and family. There is no fourth angel. And the fourth angel is someone who's been there, done that, that can mentor you, life coach you, inspire you, be a role model in your journey. And it's great when you really hit the wall, because I hit it round 3 of chemo, to know that round 3 is a trap. And you're not going to hear that from anyone except someone who's been there, done that. So the been there, done that piece of Fourth Angel is just, you know, once someone's been mentored, they want to be a mentor. And another person's mentored, they want to be a mentor. So it's doing this, and it's almost to the point where it's unmanageable. So
in a good way, right?
In a great way. It's in all 50 states. We have mentors in all 50 states. Europe. It's just this tiny little idea in Cleveland that's just done this, and it's not only extended to patients but caregivers, and now for pediatric caregivers. So
okay, I want to get into more of this. We have more time. We'll just take a quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go away.